Hello, fairy friends. I am back with two of the sweet Rosemary dolls. Now, these two have a nickname, and they are my trash babies. Now, I do have dolls that were rescued from the trash, but it was before they went to trash. These two were actually picked out of the trash. And I woke up one morning and had a message from a friend who said she was driving to work and saw these two beauties looking so dirty and lonely and forlorn out at the curb. Well, it was our part of our city's trash day. So I flew over to the street she told me they were at and grabbed them up. And she's missing only her earring. As far as both of their jewelry, she's just missing one earring. And actually, I have to look down in my basement where I was keeping her. Her earring might actually be there. I can't really be sure, but I won't give up on it because it seems like she had both of her earrings, but I put her in a closet, so I will double check for that. Only their heads are movable. The rest of their body's not jointed, and it's not very easy to move their heads. The one I'm holding right now, she's a little bit rigid. When you go to give a gentle squeeze on her shoulders or arms or legs, she doesn't give very much at all. As this one over here, she has a slightly different skin tone. It's a little bit more pink, and she has a little bit more give when you give her a little squeeze. But they both have clear eyes, which still open and close. Their hair is in need of a good wash because it's pretty matted and dirty. And their dresses are really in a sad, sad state. They do not have their slips. I understood from my research that they did have slips, high heel shoes. They do have underwear. I don't know if those are original, but they both have the same kind of underwear, so I'd assume those are original. They're missing their shoes and their purses, and they had gloves. They had the elbow length gloves. The tulle on their dresses is torn, and it's very fragile. It's gray. It's grayed over time. They look like they've been kept in a garage. They have like a film over them, like a car exhaust type of a film. And the one on the left is missing her velvet sash. So they are missing things, but their coloring on their face is still very good. And it doesn't look like they have any bald patches of any kind. So all in all, I think they are in pretty decent shape for being from the 1950s. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Sweet Rosemary doll and some of my research on them. The Sweet Rosemary doll was made by the Deluxe Reading Doll Company. It originally came with the long nylon pink and silver threaded evening gown. It did have matching gloves. It had a velvet cummerbund, pink velvet, and it had high heel shoes, which mine does not have anymore. It came also with an evening bag, a pink evening bag. It had underwear and a slip, which is not present. It had fingernails that were painted red, and the color is still very bright. Her cheeks are still the peaches and cream complexion, and they were made out of miracle skin, which was an attempt to make a more human-like skin, while the heads were a medium soft vinyl. They are all one piece, as you can see. No articulation except for in the head, which can be turned. And Sweet Rosemary was one of the series of dolls that the Deluxe Reading Doll Company put out. There were Cinderella, Beautiful Gail, Darling Debbie, and Betty the Beautiful Bride. And they were all this 30-inch tall or 76-centimeter tall doll, and they all had similar faces. They each had a different color dress. So I'm going to do my best to gently wash this with a detergent for delicates and just let it soak. I'm going to just let it soak for a little bit just to see. I'm going to wash their hair and clean them up. And I really think I will go ahead and wash and dry the clothing. But I believe I can make something of the period that would be new for each of them to really do them justice. I could do something very similar to her original outfit, but I don't think that I'd really want to do that. I think I want to do something like in the late 50s that would just bring out their character a little bit more. And I think that would be good. These were grocery store dolls, and I'm sure they got a lot of play and a lot of use from little girls, and probably long forgotten. And I think that I could bring some new life and make them beautiful again. So look for a part 2 to the Sweet Rosemary dolls. This is the before, and I'll soon post a video of my after. Thanks for watching. You beautiful.